Hello guys, welcome to a new section. In this one we're going to set up build manager so we can build towers, and also we're going to set up transition between levels. This time I decided not to do simple transition from one scene to another. I want to do something interesting. Let me show you the demo, how it's going to work. So first of all, the level buttons, they are going to be part of the game world, because I already showed you how to set up UI buttons. That is pretty simple. Now I want to show you something new. This is how it's going to be. We go to play mode. There is a fade effect, of course, and then there's main menu, and we see scene like this. When you click play button, camera gonna close up two level buttons, and these are just tiles that we said before. Maybe back button gonna work in the same way. Let's see. Then when you click one of these buttons, tiles gonna remove themselves like that, and then new level gonna come in just like that. Maybe with a shorter delay, because this one takes too long to build a level. Once level is built, we're gonna have timer and we're gonna have enemies. I'm gonna force the wave. Then once enemy enters the castle, new wave gonna be introduced in a similar way. Tiles gonna just disappear and appear again, like that. Check this out. Looks pretty nice. There was a bit of a mistake with tiles. Don't worry about that. We're gonna fix it. Other than that, it works all good and nice. So this is what we're going to do. This is the prototype. And also I want to show you the prototype of a build system real quick. This is a prototype for a build system. And build system gonna be very simple. You will be able to build towers at any time, and by putting mouse over the tile, you're gonna see which tile is available for making a tower on the top of it. It's gonna stick out, and you can choose a button, and then you can build tower on the top of that. And maybe we can add some effect when tower is built, so it's a bit prettier. So that's sort of the things we're gonna do in this section. And to do all of that, first of all, we need to set up movement of the tiles. As you've seen just now in the menu, and when level removes itself, and when level builds itself, and also when you try to build a tower, for all of those systems, we need to move tile up or down. So for that, we're gonna make a new script that will allow us to move any tiles we want. And when we need to move a tile, we can just get access to the method from that script. That will be the first simple goal. Let's go to scripts folder. And over here in the tile system, I want to make a new script. Let's name it as tile animator, just like that. Inside of this script, first of all, we want to have a float value that we're going to use for the Y movement duration. So we know how long it takes to move tile up or down by default. Let's make serialized field, private float, Y movement duration. And let's make it equals to 0.1f by default. We could have this value inside of a tile itself, but if you need to adjust the value, then you would have to select all of the tiles together and then adjust the value, and that could be a little bit tedious. It's much easier to go to tile animator and adjust this value over here, and then if we need to pass specific value, we can make functionality for that as well. Now we just need to make a coroutine. Let's do iEnumerator move tile coroutine. Let's make it as private for now. And inside of this coroutine, we want to have transform for the object we're going to move. And also we want to have vector 3 target position. All right. Now inside, logic going to be very similar to what we did before. So I'm not going to explain much. Let's do vector 3 start position, and it's going to be equals to object to move dot position. Now we need a while loop. While time is less than Y movement duration, we're going to move object with a lerp. .lerp from start position to target position, and time should be divided by Y movement duration. Very nice. Then we need to do time and do plus equals time dot delta time. Sorry. And also we need to do yield. Return null. So this coroutine will be paused until next frame. Very nice. And then we're gonna do object to move dot position equals to target position, so we can snap the position. Now we need a public method. Let's do public void move tile, and inside again we need to pass transform object to move and vector 3 target position. Then we want to start coroutine of a move tile coroutine and pass these two variables. So simple as that, script is ready, and this script will help us to rebuild levels, bring up buttons that we want to click, or make tiles movable when we want to build a tower. For now, the only goal we have is to test and make sure it is working. Now we have a script and it's supposed to work, but it would be better to check it before we go further. The simplest way to do that would be to make a public transform test object, and let's make public void test movement of object. Inside we're gonna just simply do vector3 target position equals to test object plus new vector3, and we need some sort of offset. Let's make a variable for this. Let's do private float y test offset, and I'm gonna make it equals to 0.25f by default, just like that. And then over here we can use it 0 y test offset, and after that, what's that? Wait a second, test object dot position. Okay, so now we can just call the method move tile test object target position, and then we can call this method with a context menu move tile. So if this will work, then it means this functionality will work from any script. We just need to be sure it is working. Let's go ahead and see this. We're gonna go back to Unity. Inside of a Unity, let's find tile manager. We have Y movement duration and test object. Let's go to play mode. Now I'm going to select any tile and I'm going to drag it into that tile manager. We only need to lock this like that. Then let's find the tile. Let's drag it into inspector and let's try to do move tile. And it went up, so it's working. Let me just double check. I'm gonna set duration to 1, so it will take longer. And let's click it again, and it moves slowly. All right, functionality is working, and now it's not that noticeable, but later on we can use it to make effect just like this one. It's just really fun to play with when you move in tiles like that. A really nice feature, and I really want you to know how to make it. As of now, let's just go back to the main project. Let's remove this extra code we have there, and let's save it. Now we're good, and we can go to the next video.